Hey guys, welcome back to Me Watch the Movie. I'm Mike, he's Jay. Child's Play continues. That last Child's Play review you saw was actually a while back when we were going to do them all in one day and then stuff got screwed up. But this one is today, it's now, it's real, it's happening, it's for you, it's for us, it's for the world, it's for small dolls everywhere. And sometimes Child's Play 2 sucks.
Yeah. Pirates! I mean, it pretty much takes place right after Child's Play 1. It's pretty much the same movie. He's after Andy Barclay again. Andy Barclay and his mom, poor lady from Seventh Heaven, this is why she became a preacher's wife. Because she was like, I just can't handle it. She gets locked up in a mental institution, apparently. Andy Barclay is being moved around from foster home to foster home. He lands in this one foster home, and the psycho Chucky is still after him. He has his foster family, which doesn't believe a fucking word he says, which who would? Like, my doll wants to kill me and play my soul games. And they're like,
shut the fuck up, Andy! It starts out great. It starts out great. That opening shot of the doll like being fucked up and reconstructed and then popping the eyeball out and it's all gross. That opening shot is really 80s and it's really cool. And I love the idea of the business at the beginning. You've got this evil corporation who's like, we don't care. We're just gonna, I made my decision. We're gonna reproduce the doll. Fuck the world. Yeah. And you've got that whole Paul Verhoeven type of satirical, like, evil big business. It's got that whole thing and it's a cool feel. I like that. I like that idea. I like it when they go in there and they try to reconstruct the doll and then the guy gets electrocuted and he dies. That's all cool. You've got Andy in therapy. They really did a good job tying the two movies together at first, I thought. And I thought the idea of the movie was good. It was pure horror slasher sequel goodness. But ultimately, it's just, it goes nowhere because he gets adopted by this family. You got the typical 80s asshole dad. He's like, I just don't know, Catherine. I don't know. I also love Chucky in school. The idea of Chucky being in elementary school is creepy and it's fun. Also, you've got the chick from Donnie Darko as the teacher. He asked me to forcibly insert the lifeline card into my anus! The death of the teacher, though, it was just like, did Chucky fucking kill her with a ruler? Like, what happened there?
That's the way, but those are dreams of every fucking elementary 5th grader ever. Like, I will whip my teacher's ass with a yardstick. But yeah, I also like the scene where they're driving the car and the sister's like, I can't drive any faster. Like, just drive the car. I kicked your fucking teeth in.
It starts off with a bang. They go away from the big business and you've got that snooty looking guy with the glasses just like, I'll do anything for my company. I don't give a shit. And then they kill him off. I like that feel and they went away from it and they finally go to the toy factory, which what a better place to kill Chucky than the toy factory. And the actual like prosthetic settings, the special effects, the way that they did everything, it looked really good. When he gets his arm shut in that gate and ripped off, and he's bleeding and shit, and then he's melted and all that fucked up shit happening, it looked really good. It was actually kind of scary for us. Not scary,
it was,
but for
yeah,
Chucky,
I mean, I kind of thought that was scary. I was like, check please.
for just,
like,
yeah.
Holy shit, will you not die? And yeah, that was nasty when they threw the hot like melted wax on him.
Did you ever go to the dentist in the 80s? Do you remember your visits to the dentist in the 80s? I do, and I remember going in there, and it was like, this is weird, but when you go into the dentist in the 80s, they had like the chairs, it looked like a Weird Al Yankovic video. All the chairs were bright and green, they had this crazy tacky stuff, like the wallpaper was tacky and like speckled with shit, and everything looked like acid wash jeans mixed with like a happy playtime, weird, creepy thing. And this movie plays off that well. The toy company, the way that was set up, it looked all 80s and kiddish, and also they go to the factory, it looked all 80s and kiddish too, and you've got that old school, just factory feeling, and it was a good place for a final ending, and I like that he just kept coming and coming and coming. Dude, no matter what happened.
Was Rip Taylor your fucking dentist?
Dude, it was fucking weird.
I don't remember that shit at all. Like, I just remember a fucking chair of death.
We must have went to like the hipster 80s dentist at the time. I don't know.
So
went to Burger King afterwards.
Like, I don't care. It's like, you want to get your teeth done or you don't want to get your teeth done?
Also, random thought. Do you remember the Wendy's kids meals in the 80s and the early 90s?
No, dude.
Like, in summertime, Wendy's always had the summertime Happy Meal series. So you get an inflatable boat, or you get like arm swimmies, or you get like a beach ball. It was a good time.
I just remember McDonald's because they had the boxes and they had like
the Batman cups
I
when
love
Batman
that.
first
Oh,
came
that was
out. But yeah, so ultimately this movie gets really boring, a lot like the first one does. Eventually, as things it gets boring for a little while. Chucky, at the end of the day, unless you have a doll fixation, is just not scary. Like, he's at his best when he's funny, over the top. The first one, probably the closest thing to scary as it gets. This one is just an extension of that, and it's really, really boring, but they do a couple good things. I give it a 5.5 overall.
I'm gonna give it a 5.0. Like I said, I do like Chucky to me is a little like when I was younger. The dolls and shit because my mom was into doll collecting, so there's fucking weird dolls and shit. So I don't know. I just thought like you're sleeping and this little fucking bastard jumps on your chest like, hey, can I have your soul? And you're like, what?
So they play a little game called Hide the Soul.
But then again,
You're it.
I don't want to be it. It's like your mom's it. But at the end of the day, Chucky's one of those kind of characters you can just punt fucking kick if you get a good speed up. But then he can slash your Achilles. He can do a lot of nasty things to you. I still think this movie, it was decent. It wasn't bad. I think it was an all-right sequel to a movie that was in the first place weird and off-kilter than what you've been used to. But again, I don't think it's anything like amazing. I don't think it's anything that over or out or outshines the first one at all. And I think that they should have probably ended it with Chucky 2. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the rest of the Chuckies. I'm just saying, like, it's a fucking doll.
5.0 for Jay, 5.5 for me. It's just a standard, whatever, continuous sequel. It's got some cool looking visuals in it. It's got some cool looking ideas in it for a second, but ultimately,
you're right, but
you can't make it scary.
You know what? The whole thing did kind of remind. You're right. The 80s thing. It kind of felt like a Peter Gabriel sledgehammer. You know, it was like all clay and weird.
and the family too. I mean, the family is so perfectly like 80s. We're a foster family.
Does that not make you nostalgic though, in a way? Because when you watch it,
you like it for that reason.
Wow.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I remember what it was like to watch the real Ghostbusters.
When all dads were kind of assholes. He's like, I'm just trying to do the right thing, Sherry.
It's like,
I don't know what's best for the
if
child.
you talk to your dad in the 80s about like there's a monster in your closet, like, son, there's no monster in your closet. I have to get up at work for 6:30. Now that's a monster.
I gotta go work for Zenith and make box TVs. Is Chucky scary to you? Has there been any point in this series where Chucky was scary to you?
Yeah.
And do you remember Dentist Office in the 80s?
No.
Or as a child, and did they creep you out? Comment below, let us know. Follow us at We Watched the Movie on Twitter, and I like butts. Follow us at We Watched the Movie on Twitter. Click that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Get some loud opinion. We'll be back with Child's Play 3.
We watched a movie.